this sun was beating the living hell out of all of us. Much as they have malaria. So now back on the guy. He doesn't even know what he's doing anymore. So these people are not speaking for us. The governors, they're on their own. What they are trying to do, what they are really struggling to do, is to assure their paymaster that we are still on your side. Even though that the paymaster himself already knows that you have lost control, that you have no power anymore. They know that. That's why they are holding meeting after meeting in the north, trying to, tell us what to do and where we are going to go and all that kind of thing.
Friends,
listen to this.
And colleagues, as we are aware of what has been happening these days, we have taken steps. You must have been aware that we wrote to traditional rulers and other elders of the North, and we just wrote another representation to the National Assembly. We have served the office of the Senate President and other senators. We have an endorsed copy of this proof of service on the Senate President, and we now have a brief on what is contained in the letter we sent to the National Assembly, essentially. So we read.
Let me not waste time with that thing. He's going to read the same thing. Why I'm just saying this for you to understand that they already know that the so-called governors and the so-called Igbo leaders have lost grip, that they have no place. So they are working very hard to make sure that they try to, but these people, they already know, they're already holding a meeting. I'm telling you, giving them referendum. The referendum is going to be in the north, the people in the center. There's a small dot in the center, Oh, why? We are getting there, my brothers. We are getting to our final destination. When they say war, people are fighting, and eventually they start pouring sand on each other. It means they are tired. So if they are done. Nigeria is bye-bye, is gone forever and ever and ever and ever to come back, because our leader told them from the beginning, give me Biafra or we'll all die, because we are not going to give up. We are IPOB, we don't give up. We are very, very resolute. Whatever we are doing, we do it to the end. There is nothing any of them can do to stop what we are doing. All right? There's nothing they can do. We are here to make sure that we actualize our dream of becoming Biafra. And by the way, this morning I had written out something that I want to talk about. I'm going to ask each and every one of you before you come on air today to tell me exactly what Nigeria has done for you. Why do you want to be free from Nigeria? You have to tell me that. This is going to be a hard one, isn't it? Because so many people are going to have so many things to say about it. Tell me exactly one good thing that Nigeria has done for you. Because for me, before I put up that question, I'm going to answer it my own way too. I was born, fortunately for me anyway, I was born in what is now known as Biafra land. Never lived in Nigeria for once, ever. The only time I went to where they call Nigeria is when I was performing as a musician. I go to the north and some parts of Yola, and I didn't, believe me sincerely, I was praying to get away from there. And I saw our people living there because they were the patrons. They were people patronizing our entertainment, our shows. My dear, I've never seen a place that has so many flies. I remember my first experience was when you are eating. The flies are, we are very used to driving away flies. And when you're waving your hand trying to drive away the flies, people are laughing at you because they know you are a stranger. So what you do is just make sure you take one side of the food, the other side, the flies are there. Then you're looking at somebody sitting, walking, and the whole of his back is full of flies, house flies. I'm serious. And you're saying, meanwhile, your own azo, so that's Yola. I went to a place called Yola. Yeah. The temperature, the heat was so much that even the room where I was given, there was an air conditioner in the room. But believe me sincerely, you see the air conditioner, you're sorry for the air conditioner because he's struggling. You see that he's struggling to make the place was terribly, terribly hot. Now, How can somebody who lives there have a brain? You know, the brain is the part of your body that is up there. So your brain is fried. There's no, these people don't, they are just, forget about them. So I grew up, like I said, I was born in Biafra land. I was born in Calabar. So Calabar is Biafra land. And that's where I grew up. That's where I knew out. My father, my family, my brothers, my sisters, my entire family, they saw me through school. At the end of the war, we went to war. I came out of the war, not knowing what to do with myself. I became a musician. Played music, made some money, took off to the United States of America. That's another day, story for another day. I've been here since. I go home once in a while and I come back. But throughout this ordeal, throughout my movement, the only thing I gained probably that I would say Nigeria did for me was maybe the air that I breathed, because there's nothing, not school fees, no scholarship, nothing, absolutely nothing. I came to this country and I saw some people that are from Nigeria in this country. I was so ashamed of claiming to be a Nigerian because these people are from the north. Their school fees are paid. They don't drive taxi. They no. At the time the British Airways was on, they were dominantly the people working in the British Airways. Nigeria Airways. I'm sorry, not British. Nigeria Airways. Then go to Nigerian consulate. They are all of them are there. They live in the same country with you. We don't ever go to do either the person driving a taxi is a Yoruba person or an Igbo person. No northerner. No northern. I've said it before in this program. I had one that I met on the aircraft. I didn't know, but eventually we're not in speaking terms at the plane, but I recognized them, and we arrived at the United States the same day. Eventually, we went to the same college, the same university. That's what we call college. He was there for 2 years, and at the end of 2 years, he told me he was going back to Nigeria. I was like, why do you want to go? Only 2 years, community college. You know, you're doing 2 years. That's diploma. So you have not done your regular. He said, no, I'm going there. My brother that is paying my school fees is dead. I said, your brother who is paying your school fees is dead. You can't stay here and struggle. Because those of us who came with you, we had nobody paying our school fees. We were the ones driving and working and making sure that we pay our school fees. But he was ready to go back, and he did. He left, and I never saw this guy again till about 9 years later, about 7 or 8 years later. I saw him at Murtala Mohammed Airport, the local airport where they set fire on sometime. I met him there. I was going back to Port Harcourt from Lagos, and strangely enough, I just saw him, and we hugged and we're talking, and I'm like, "What are you doing now?" He said, "Oh, I'm the divisional officer in my community in the north." And at the airport, I escorted him out. They were encouraged. Government cars were going to carry him. This guy had a diploma in community college. And now he's the divisional officer. Well, I'm still in the United States driving taxi and trying to support myself. So that country is useless. You don't need it. Like I said before, I discussed it yesterday, and I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said, the people I feel very sorry for are this generation, these children that we're bringing back to earth. How can they go through the same thing? Our fathers, I don't know if they tried. I wouldn't say they tried or they didn't try, but the onus is on us right now to make these changes. And that is what our leader, God has given us somebody who came up, who is thinking. Because joining IPOB for me is like, now you have seen people who are thinking the way you are thinking. I didn't join IPOB from the beginning. I have always said it here. I was forced to listen to them. And when I listen, I always brush it off with the back of my hand. Forget about it. When they give him money, it's going to end. We have heard this kind of thing before. We know people who come out, they make some noise, they get some money in their pocket, and they disappear. But when they put him in jail, when Nnamdi Kanu went to jail, and he was talking, and they put him in jail, and he didn't come out. And I said to myself, it all means somebody is listening to this guy. Somebody's feeling the pain of what he's saying. So this thing might be a reality, might be different. And we all joined, and we are watching and following events. The longer he stayed in prison, for me, the more I felt that, yes, nothing good comes easy, my dear. They're singing this song, nothing good comes easy. That was Bongo Sikwe. He said, nothing good comes easy and nothing. Oga walala too much, there is a problem. It has to have obstacles here and there. And let us tell ourselves the truth. We see that the growth of IPOB has to do with one kind of calamity or the other. It just didn't start and grow and grow. If Nnamdi Kanu was here talking and broadcasting from now till thy kingdom come, nothing will happen. He boldly took himself to Nigeria. You know, he wanted to go through that fire. You know, crude oil. If you get crude oil from the ground and put it in your car, or call motor engine now, you have to burn it. You have to roast it. You have to make it become petrol. Have to make it become kerosene. You have to make it become diesel thing. But certain levels of nature will change it. That is what it is. IPOB that we are doing now is crucible. We are in the fire. Eat oil, demma. There is nothing that will make us. It will never be the same as it used to be. I'm telling you honestly. Our leader said something one time ago, and I believed it, that if after the war in Biafra in the 60s, we had continued, on the 70s, I'm sorry, we had continued after that, by now there could be Biafra. People are getting tired. Some people are, I can't want to be Biafra. No, be very patient. Our cousins, the Jewish people, it was Moses that started let my people go. We grew up reading that Bible as a story. But these are historical events. They made it into a religion. So it's for us, it's like when you read it, it's the Bible. Maybe if they had it in a textbook, and we call it history in the school, instead of Bible, most of us could have taken it more seriously. But when did they get their state of Israel? Just yesterday. Just a nyanka. Something that Moses started. So comparably, when did Nnamdi Kanu start? Not even start with Nnamdi Kanu. Forget that Eze Buruburu started it. Eze Buruburu started this, and people are saying, oh, he didn't do it well. Yeah, he did the best he can at the given time. He was forced into war. He wasn't prepared for war. There was no time he wanted to get up, and that's why he went to Aburi. He went to Aburi to make sure that there's not going to be any war. You can't imagine when you are the governor of a state, and all of a sudden people are coming back from different parts of, especially from the north. You don't have money. How are you going to rehabilitate these people? What are you going to do with them? So why would you think he wanted the war? War against what? He wasn't going to war to go to the north to fight them for killing the Igbo people. No. He went to Aburi instead. Let us restructure this country the way it is now. Let us go back to something that we know. No, Gowon came back. The same people that are still haunting us today. Africans, please wake up. The same Britain that is, they don't have anything for you. They were the one that disrupted that single document that could have made Nigeria very, very great. Don't forget about what anybody has. You see oil there, oil that. Oil this, oil that doesn't mean anything. There's economy, there's a resources that is more powerful than even the oil. Your brain, what you can create. The biggest, the greatest millionaires we have in the world today, the people that made money, actually made money, they didn't own oil block. When they opened their mouth and said, Dangote is the richest man in Africa, that man is an idiot. He's not, what makes him rich? He is selling from toothpick to ground rice, to regular rice, to gari, akpu, everything. If akpu is going to be exported, you don't have to do it. Dangote will get the license. Who will not be rich? Even a dummy, stupid fool that sells everything. He is the owner of everything. Just he is the only one authorized to do cement. He's authorized to do Indomie. He's authorized to do palm oil. He is authorized to do just about anything exportable. A policeman will see you on the road and ask you a local rice that you bought from the shop. That doesn't. Where did you get this right? You are buying illegal rice. You know, Nigeria has illegal rice and legal rice. The legal ones are the one brought in by Dangote. Every other rice you buy, if you buy a Abakaliki rice, it's illegal. Only in the zoo. Then tomorrow you tell me she's a millionaire. Narwa, millionaires. That's how we make them. fooling those we are fooling. We want Biafra, and Biafra is what we're going to get. With nothing, with limited resources, we're going to be great because our people have the brain to manufacture. They have the brain to get what they want. They are not depending on this so-called oil. Look at them crying that the money they use in building the refinery. These are idiots. But Chineke Kwenifo, God, why did you put us with this? That the money they use in building the refinery is oil from Bansang. Bansang is groundnut. Bansang is like person that, you know, see people at Bansang, they are selling groundnut. As children, we love groundnut so much. And my mama goes to the market, calls my mama, did you buy us any Bansang? That's what the Hausa man is claiming that is what you use in developing Nigeria. Okay, take your Bansang and go and leave us alone. Because we have the brain that you do not have. We are not boasting about it, but that's the way nature has made it. I can't blame God for making me an Igbo person, for making me a Biafran. No. I am a Biafran, and the Biafra is going to grow whether they like it or not. There's no point procrastinating or thinking that, oh, we are too slow or what. No. Everything takes its own time. And I say that's the time for everything. The point is that the people that make most of these arguments are people who are supposed to be very cleric people who are in the church that know so much about the church more than what we know. But they are the ones that don't have the patience. They are the ones that cannot be patient enough to see that things are moving right well. Our leader talks, problem. He doesn't talk, problem. People are complaining, where is he? He's not talking. Silence kills. Like when you come in, there's a book that I read, somebody who said, when you want to, it's a philosopher, it's a mathematician. He wrote the book, P.D. Ouspensky. I was reading his book and he said he took his friend, a friend who was very knowledgeable, who was very good at everything. He talks just about everything. He's very political and everything. Now he took him to their meeting. And when they came into the meeting, there were about 12 people in the room. They were all sitting, each person was sitting in his own chair quietly and nobody was talking. So his friend, the philosopher, his great friend, the mathematician, the professor that he brought into the place that has so much knowledge, according to him, you know, he has knowledge. Now he came into the room and sat down and people were not talking. Everybody was just quiet. The man he wasn't comfortable because he wanted to express himself. And he wanted to really give them the knowledge that he had, that these people are ignorant people. And they sit down there and they were watching him. They were not saying anything. None of them. Nobody spoke anything. Now he became very uncomfortable. Now he started talking. The professor is talking. He spoke and spoke and spoke. My friend said, the man that took him there, P.D. Ouspensky, said he was feeling so sorry for this man because the man kept talking. He was talking to himself. He spoke about just about everything from the war that was happening at that time to the government, to what they are doing well and what they are not doing well. And nobody is saying, everybody, boom, 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 nobody's talking. At the end of when he was tired of talking, he said, okay, then he stood up. He was about to go. They said, thanks for the conversation. Conversation with who? So silence is the killer. That's where I'm going. He stood up and said and thanked everybody for conversation. Then he left. And the writer of the book was like, my friend they made a fool of my friend. Because this is somebody who thinks that he's very knowledgeable. Our leader, when he talks, they say, now he won't talk. Everybody's uncomfortable. We know where we are going. Biafra is our target. And we are very, very close. Very, very close. Extremely, extremely close. The decision is going to be made by you people who are crying, oh, I'm this nation, I am that nation. Listen to our leader very attentively. He is not telling you that it's going to stop you from getting your nation. He is saying that Biafra within Biafra, there's going to, people say United States of Biafra, and I say United Nations of Biafra, that's what he's trying to say. You will be there inside Biafra. Biafra is like the egg, the cement that cements everybody together, protects you. Then within that enclave, you do whatever you want to do. You will discover that nobody will even clamor to be president because you'll be so concerned with your own nation that you don't want to go to the center to do what? Maybe you have already satisfied that your people are doing very well. Then you can go there for them to know your name. Can say, oh, there. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Because if they leave you alone, you can never do it alone. United States of America, you are clamoring to come in here. They went through all this. They didn't start with the number of states that they are today. They started gradually, whatever they have, people are coming. Somebody called me yesterday, medical doctor. I mean, we were talking yesterday, and he gave me some good ideas about, but I actually, he was trying to, make me understand that the U.S., they will leave, did not start with everybody together. But I told him, yes, that's exactly what our leader is saying. But our leader is saying, I am not going to start and leave anybody behind. The referendum is what will decide on who wants to come and who wants to join the line. If you want to come in, through referendum, not that anybody is forcing you in or forcing you out, no. Then in the end, if we get the number that we want, that people that want to stay behind, you will go. Because these same people that are clamoring and making all this noise, that the people that will turn around and say, you see, he told you were all together, now he has taken his people, he has abandoned you. This is the way it's gonna, no. Our leader said, no, everybody will decide. Make your decision. If you want to, these are so-called Ohanes in Igbo, they can go to Sokoto and build their empire there. It's okay. That's their problem. It's not our own. Because you cannot come and speak for the people that you don't even have authority over. Nobody listens to you. If any of them, I have said it before, any of them who thinks that they will listen to him should come out and call for, sit at home. Just make an announcement that you want people to come out on XYZ day. Nobody will pay attention to you. Yeah, nobody. Nobody knows you. What we know is Biafra is what we want, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop us. I have an article here written by Sahara reporters, and I'm going to read this. It's a Northern Nigeria funded building of refineries. That's the one I'm talking about. It's a Northern Nigeria funded building of refineries, education of notable people, Southerners boast of. Education of notable people that Southerners boast of. They're outside the Northerners that refuse to go to school, that Western education is not anything for them. They are the ones telling us now that is the groundnut money that they made that is used in educating and making growing. Let me see, the Northern Group leader, however, also called for a northern version of the Niger Delta Development Commission for the funding of Nigerian government. This is not what I'm saying. What we're saying is that Biafra is here, and that means confusion. Biafra is very close, but it means confusion. But people should start thinking normally. Keep your fingers crossed and let us watch events for a couple of more days, and we will see what is going to happen. Don't sit down there and be procrastinating, telling us that we are too slow. We are too slow for what? Sounding like a rat that fell into the toilet pit. I'll say, please hurry up. I'm stinking. This place is stinking. But it's been there for weeks. Just the minute that we're discussing how we're going to get him out, that's when he starts shouting, please hurry up, because I can't breathe here anymore. That's exactly what is going on. We have been in this zoo, we have been in this enclave for God knows how long. The journey is almost ended. And some people are in a rush just to get out quick. That's okay, it's natural. But the truth is that you have to understand that we have to get out from this dungeon, there's no doubt about it. And all we're asking you as individuals, as members of IPOB, that our struggle requires our support. We have to support it whatever way we can. Whatever funding that you're going to do, support what we are doing is very welcomed. Make sure that you put yourself together and join what we are doing. It's very easy to make your contribution and your donation. If you go to our website, it's www.ipobinusa.com/donate. When you go in there, you make your donation whatever you think you can afford, whatever you think that comes out of your mind. It's not going to be a one-time thing. Make it, dedicate it, make it monthly days, make it daily, make it weekly, yearly, whatever you want. Any way that's convenient for you. This is Radio Biafra.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
If it's not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you.
Thank you.
ESL, thank you. IPOB, thank you. ESL, thank you.
ESL is chasing away criminals in our land, in Biafra land.
Before we were truly messed up, but right now we are fully secure. Words cannot tell how we feel about the things you do for us.
Are you struggling to stand for our rights? We say thank you for protecting Biafra land.
Yeah. You've been fighting so hard, protecting motherland against the Fulanese enemies of Biafra land.
They are the soldiers that we know, promises of God and keep us safe.
If it's not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? IPOB.
All right, IPOB, thank you very much. Thank you very much for taking us this way, this length. This our leader, MAZI Namdekano. We thank you. So this time, let's open up our line and have our regular conversation. But we're going to be focused on what we're going to be talking about. We can talk about other things, but first thing that I want you to tell me about is what Nigeria has ever done for you. Why do you want to be free? Why? Tell me why. Because maybe people that have other reasons for the wanting to be free. There are people that have different reasons. For me, what I need most to be free is that I need to make changes. I don't want my children, my grandchildren, to meet the same thing that I've passed through. That's why I need to be free, because Nigeria is not something, it's a curse. The one Nigerian is, maybe they want to remain. Sometimes I don't blame them too most of the time, because do you know why? They say the taste of the orange juice is in the drinking. If you don't drink the orange juice, you will never know that there's something better than, you will never know, you will never miss it. That's the point. If you don't have that set orange juice, you'll not miss it. People have grown up, like people, believe me sincerely, when you are in a stinking room, the room is smelling. At a point, you start smelling it. You don't smell it anymore. The people that smell it is the people that step out of that room and realize that that place where I was actually smelling. So people are so used to, now wow, exactly. People are so used to that word, now wow, I will not get light today, now wow, our water they run, now wow, you are used to it. You don't even think that it is your right. You have lost your memory. You have lost your, that slave mentality. You're already enslaved by somebody who will think, and our turn, making thief money. After all, the money, they don't the thief and says, this is our turn. No, morality is gone. Evil is perpetrating it everywhere. So for Nigeria, it's not a place that anybody wants to live. That's why we want to be free. I don't know about you. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you think that Nigeria has treated you. Has it been very fair to you? This is Radio Biafra USA. The line is open here. The number here is 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984. +1 929-406-9953. Also, we are open up on Signal 845-283-9665. Call us. All right, I have a call. The first caller today. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
MAZI, good morning. Good morning. God bless you, MAZI.
My
name is MAZI, my man Ugo Onyejaka. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in United I reside here in Washington, D.C. I am from Amibo. Amibo in Olom. Amibo is the home of the Tiger, and Amibo is the home of Kinjaga Popopo. Mazi, I thank you once more, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi, I am so excited because of the question that you asked this morning. And I am going to tell you the reason why we are agitating for Biafra. That reason is, Mazi, for most of us that are here in America, we know what freedom is all about.
Yes.
You can get out in the morning, and then you have a job to go to. You have a house to live. You breathe in just fresh air. But you are treated like a human being. You have your freedom to do whatever you want to do, without any harassment by the police, without a man, soldier shooting you on the streets. You can have electricity, 24 hours electricity, 40 days in a week. Every time there is since I came to this country, they have never cut electricity. You can just stay in your house and then watch the television and do whatever you want to do. You went to school, Mazi, then you have employment, you are paid, you are not under the control of anybody. They treat you as a human being. That is what we are fighting for. You can be sick and go to the hospital. Mazi, I am a healthcare provider. Mazi, I did nursing in Caribbeans. And then I came to here, and then I'm working as a healthcare. I'm working in a hospital, and the hospital that I'm working is a very big hospital, and that is the hospital for the military hospital. That's where I work. I work in the emergency room, Mazi. I have seen it all. Everything that you're talking about, emergency room, when you work over there, then you will know exactly that all these people who are acting as if they are human beings, they are nothing. It is only a sickness, complaining of chest pain, and then come to the emergency room. Then you are having a heart attack. You are not thinking about that's your money again, Mazi. Then you are there, we try everything to save your life, and we couldn't save your life. What happened? Then you die, and then we bring your people to come and see you for the last time in the emergency room. They come here, they see you. We put you in the body bag. And when you are put in the body bag, they push you, and then they push you to the mortuary. From mortuary now, it is the funeral home. Then you come to the funeral home, then they come and see you, and that's the last time you see that's your beautiful house. The last time you see all those things that you have accumulated, you wasted all your life, the deprivation that you have deprived the human beings, the hospital that you stole the money and everything. That is in the funeral home, that's the last time that you will see your people. And when again are they going to see you? You have gone 6 feet under the ground. So that is a human being for you. So why we call every day is that because there are a lot of people in Nigeria. There is an Hausa child today who cannot eat. And I'm talking about Hausa children who are on the street begging and then being bitten by mosquitoes, who cannot eat, who do not think about what he's going to eat today. I am talking about the middle-birth children that have been uprooted from their home and they are living in a refugee camp. Their mother has been killed. They are orphaned. They are, I'm talking about the widows that the Nigerian government have made to be widows, taking out the person that provides food for them. I am talking about the Oduduwa children who have gone through the university and finished everything and did what they were told to do so that they can have a better life. But today you see them, they're having nothing to answer. So we are fighting for the least among us. We are fighting for the people that were brought up in that contraction so that they will not go through what we went through before we came to America. We are fighting for a good life for them. And this is the reason why we wake up every day, we leave our job. We know that we are so comfortable in America, but how can we be comfortable in America when our people are dying? This is the reason why we are fighting. And we have determined that we are going to fight this until the end. We have decided that we're going to fight this with Nnamdi Kanu until we get freedom for everybody, until we get Biafra. So I am telling all the youth in Biafra land that we are fighting for them. I am telling them they don't have to hold their ground. I am telling the ESN, just hold your ground. What you are doing, then definitely you're going to achieve what we are fighting for. Because America is a country of liberty. America is a country of freedom. When you are doing it, they are watching you. They are watching how far you are fighting for your freedom. Because they know that America, the reason why they are what they are today is because of their freedom. So America is with us. So we have to work hard and do whatever. We can let all these foolish people, all these primitive old people who are just mortgaging our life, so that they can live. They have, how many years do they have to live? Most of them, like Obasanjo, they don't have even 10 to 5 years to live. So we are fighting, continue fighting. And I'm asking you, if you are in America here and you are enjoying the fruit of the freedom that have fought under the back of the black people who were killed and lynched so that you can get your freedom. And then we are fighting for the freedom for the people that are back in Nigeria, and you are not helping us. I am asking you to stand up and do the right thing. You know what you are fighting for. So please, if you want to do this, I am asking you to donate, no matter how little money it is. Go to our website, and that our website is www.ipobinusa.org/donate. www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. I have a call coming in on Signal. Let me take that one. Caller on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Signal. Are you there? One more time, caller on Signal. Your line is open.
Mazi, hi, Peter.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir. There was how much you wanted that day, calling from my location. And in Ajo, you're asking us what have the zoo done for us and why we are fighting for freedom. The zoo have destroyed our destiny. They haven't done anything to us. Let me explain it better. Our fathers that fought the war, let me say, they, after surrender, they were locked inside the prison called the zoo. And it was that inside prison, we were born inside prison called zoo. We are there, all of us, we are born inside prison called zoo. And it was inside prison there we saw our fathers, most of our fathers died in the prison. And we start living life in that same prison called zoo, managing in that prison called zoo. And we are growing up in that prison called zoo to the extent we don't want to born our own children in that same prison called zoo. So we need to be free. That's why we are fighting to get out of that prison called zoo, because there is no life in the prison. Because no freedom in prison now. We all are in prison. I just use the prison as an example, which is what the zoo represents. There is no future. Is there any future in prison? No future in prison. So this is why we are free. Because there's no better thing than freedom in life. And we can't continue when we have everything in abundance and we are living in prison. The morons, the parasite are the one taking what we have. Look at it as they are boasting, talking of their granite and all these things, meaning that we have to compensate them. But they are the one having the oil well. Haven't they taken enough from the oil where they occupied? They are the chairman of NNPC. They are the one selling the oil. They are the one pocketing it. So what is the essence of talking about granite oil? Or so what is it, granite oil or granite? They say today that these people brain are empty. They know. That's why they hate history. Look at what these people are supposed to be together with crocodiles, not human beings, because there's no brain in them. It is the kind of people who have this moron called Logluga join us together to be. Look at how long we have lived so far. We have endured. No human being on earth have endured what we Biafrans have endured. Because this is not what life is all about. It's not. So enough is enough. We can't. Never in this life until the kingdom come. We have to be free from that prison. That is what we are fighting for Biafra. We need to be free. Free ourselves from that bondage forever and ever. And lastly, Peter, let me tell all these morons that call governors, let me advise them, they should, if I know most of them, they are more are still alive. Let them go and ask their mothers, who is their father, because they don't belong to us and they don't represent us. I could do ready and long live my leader, Mazin, and call IPOB worldwide. Shalom, sir.
Shalom. Thank you so much. All right. We'll talk about prison, the zoo, like a prison. Okay. I will talk about that later because you just brought my mind to something. But let me take a call before it drops off. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please turn down your radio. Please turn down your radio.
Good morning. I'm not there. I'm outside.
All right.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Yes, my name is Chika. Come from my location, a native of Abreba. Concerning your question, why we want to leave the zoo. The zoo is a destined killer. For many years now, there is no benefit as a citizen of the zoo. That zoo, if we continue living there, you will see every Igbo man, every Biafran man will be behaving like the Northerners. If you see the way the Northerners behave, somebody came out to the whole world telling them that the refinery was built by the money that came out from the granite. Do you see what these people are, the way they reason? You see British, it will never be well with them. It will never be well with them because British know that these people are animal. I have been observing that these people have the blood of animal, working like a human being. See the way these people reason. They want the way these people reason to affect the Biafrans. That is why our people, up to now, some people don't know what is going on in that zoo. For many years, upon their crude oil, everything they have, there is no light, no common light. Where I am, they used to have light every 24 hours. They don't take their light. But in that zoo, that big country like that, have crude oil, have everything, have educated men, doctors, all go. But they don't have common lights. So if we continue living with these people, staying with these Northerners, believe me, in the next 50 years or 30 years, if you see an Igbo man, he will reason like an animal. There is no need to remain in that country. That is why we are fighting. Instead, we will use our last blood. Make sure that we come out from that zoo. That is what I have to say this afternoon. God bless you, my dad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA too. Somebody has said something about having people born in prison. Actually, it's not like an insult to a lot of people. I just felt that way when I was younger, to be honest with you. I had opportunities of raising a family when I was in the zoo, but I did not. During my music days, I had friends, I had girlfriends, I had them, and I refused actually to have any child because I saw things, not that I wouldn't say, and it's not only pastors that see things. I did see that there was no future there. Even though we were making it at the time, that's a young person, you buy a brand new car and all that. For me, that wasn't what makes a human being. Look at the place very well and you see that there's no progress. The place was in total chaos. And to be honest with you, I was brought up in this society that talks about orderliness, order. Everything has to be an order. Everything has to have a time. So that orderliness, that discipline that you grow up with makes you understand that even though you might see something now that everybody's doing, you want to be like everybody else. You want to have a good life, good car, bluff and show people that you've made it. No, in your subconsciousness, you know that there is something higher than that, and you've not gotten there yet. So you can people might look at you as someone who is very successful. I remember, I didn't become a musician because I thought I was going to do that for a life. I was there. Let me just get some money at the end of the war and find what I was going to do to myself. And remember, my mother never supported it. My family did not support it, to be honest. My family did not, because they did not see why I should be doing that rather than, they tried everything. I have an uncle who was very rich, motor part dealer. They came, say, why don't you go? I said, forget about that, because I'm not going to be able to sit down and get somebody who train me to. It's a good profession. Most of them did very well. They do very well, but you see, it has to do with discipline. I did not have that discipline. So I knew that my career was not there. It wasn't in that direction. But after I played music and I started, they look at me like if I'm successful, but I knew I was not successful. I knew I didn't have the kind of money that they thought I had. Oh guy, you go Hanamoto, then you are a rich person. I bought a car like every young man. It's not that didn't mean I had anything. I had nothing in the back of my brain. I was there. I saw that there's going to be disaster. After this fame is gone, what are you going to do? I went to my mother. I went up to my mother. I was going to America, and I told my mom. I visited America, and I went back, and I got admission into the university. And I said, I'm going to go back. And I went to her and said, I'm going to America. I'll say, what are you going to do there? I said, I'm going to go to school. And she's like, there must be something wrong with you. When the war ended, wanted you to go to University of Nigeria, and you're refusing to go, and you decided to play music. Now that it looks like you're making money in the music, now you want to go to school. But the point is, I was not making any money in the music. Everything was April Fool. You know, I have a car, live in a good house, a beautiful flat that they'll come and go, and that was no life. I came to this country to go to school and go back. But still, while you're in school, you see things are going down, 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 down. Money was 60 kobo to $1. I'm not an economics, but I knew that when the money that was 60 kobo to $1 all of a sudden jumped to 5 naira, 6 naira, 10 naira, 20 naira, and you lost count, there must be something wrong in that place. So I went back. To be honest, I did go back. What did I go to do? I went there to sell my car, know that now it is time to go. Came over here, started thinking about raising families. All my kids were born in this country. I don't have any child back that were born at home. So for them, if there's nothing else, at least I have given them a life. They can take care of themselves, and they're all working. They're all professionals in their respective class, and I'm very happy about it. This is because I was here. If I had these kids back in Nigeria, I am asking myself sometimes, what will I be doing? There's no life for these children over there. Believe me sincerely. You are so proud. When you look at your kids, they are 23, 24, 25, and they're all professionals in what they are doing. It gives you a living way they just give me a room for me and my wife to enjoy our old age. That's what we are talking about. That country is useless and hopeless. It's not good for anybody. Nobody is saying that it's silver and gold here. No, you are given the opportunity here to be what you want to be. There is no way you can be what you want to be in the zoo. No. If anything happens and you're successful, it's the grace. It's by His grace, not because you really planned it. A lot of people, career life is twisted. I remember in high school, you are there in high school in the zoo, you are talking about what you're going to do when you get out. Some people say, I want to be a lawyer, or I want to go to agriculture. This is what I want to go to. All that thing, go and check it out. It's all changed. It's all changed because why? Because there's no direction. Nobody's supporting it. You are not saying anybody should give you money to do these things, but create the environment for you to be able to be what you want to be. That is what strives in this place. You have the opportunity. I know a woman, for instance, who never went to school when she was in the zoo. She came here with her husband. And her husband married, according to her story, she showed me, her husband married her when she was doing this typing and shorthand. That's what we call it in those days. Her husband finished school certificate and went to the university. No, didn't go to university. Both of them came to this country. And the man did his first degree in this country and did his master's degree and was studying for his PhD. And then his wife, when the man was done, they want to go back. The woman said, no, you married me with typing and shorthand. So right now you have finished your whole school. I'm going to go to my own school too. Lo and behold, she started going to school here. That woman, they left this place. I think the man passed on, but he passed on in the zoo. They went to University of Port Harcourt, that's what I think. And she was now a qualified master degree holder in teaching. She was a teacher by profession. And then she started a nursery school back there and everything. I don't know what happens after that. The truth I'm trying to make is that age has nothing to do with it. People go to school here with their children. An old man is sitting in class. I don't want to two of you are in the same class. It does not matter. That's because we didn't have the opportunity back home to do it. And they go to university. All of them are coming out every day. They're throwing them out. What was no job for them? These children are basically going to school on their own. I know young kids, young girls, young children that will go to university. They go there. Their parents don't even ask them, how is the school fees made? They come to you, you just give them a small piece of token. And most families are so destroyed that these young people that go to university that they didn't even give money to go to universities are the ones that are coming back and feeding them at home. Where does she get the money from? Nobody's asking. Nobody. That's what Sue has done to a lot of people. I see it. I wouldn't tell you we don't see these things. We do. And we think about them. So this is the opportunity that we have to make a difference. We want to create in our own Biafra an opportunity for every person, every child child. Every child that grows would say, yes, this is what I want to do. And you will stick to it. You will get support from government. You get support from your environment, not really government. The little things that are supposed to do for you. Not a situation where a child who is reading for his examination will go to read with a candlelight, with a lantern. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on the Principal Officer's line.
Thank you very much, MAZI Ike Peters, and I want to say good afternoon from here. My name is Desmond, and I'm calling you from Italy, MAZI. MAZI, this topic is one of the, should I say, one of the most educative, in this our platform, Radio Biafra, because this topic is very, very important in the sense that it has to do with coming out with a lot of things, that some people don't even know. People agitate and people say things about the bad of Nigeria and when Nigeria is unworkable. But there are different aspects to it, because in the real sense is that in all ramifications, Nigeria is a failed place to live. It's not only a failed place in terms of economic, also in terms of even living, as in to stay there itself. Because even you are somebody who is maybe who is good, who thinks normal, and you go there, you'll be damaged. But before I go on, MAZI, let me first of all say, great Biafrans and IPOB family members and our great leader MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency, and also bring to give out our numbers, Biafrans in Italy. This number is from the IPOB national body here in Italy, signed by the IPOB national coordinator, and is for the support of ESN. We are calling on Biafrans in Italy to please rise and join us to support ESN. It doesn't matter no matter how you can, we are calling on everybody to indulge themselves, groups, and everything that are affiliated to Biafrans and our well-wishers to please support ESN as long as you are in Italy. And to do so, please do call the following numbers. The numbers are plus 39 351 004605. I repeat again, plus 39 351 004605. This number is for the IPOB national coordinator in Italy. And the second number is plus 39 351 255 1274. I repeat again, plus 39 351 255 1274. This number is for the IPOB national PRO in Italy. Please call any of the number and you'll be directed how you can support ESN. MAZI Ike, you see, let me just say something. This morning, here we are afternoon now. So this morning, when I was working this morning and I was discussing with somebody and we were talking about freedom, and he said that that is better for him to be a slave in another man's land than to be a slave in his own country. And I asked him, do you have a country? And he said, yes, that he has a country. I said, now, were you born to be a slave? When your parents gave birth to you, did they tell you that we've given birth to you and your status in life is to be a slave? And I said, no, how can I say so? I said, but how can you say you prefer to be a slave in another man's land? Which means you don't have a country. Because if you have a country, you cannot even think of it. You won't even have that mentality, saying it's better to be a slave. How can you see yourself that it's better for you to be a slave in another man's land? So these are the mentalities of some youths. And unfortunately, most of our youth do not understand this thing, that this thing is affecting us. And then when we give birth to children, we are going to impact some idiotic knowledge into them and they will be growing up. That's why you see some people, it's not all about where you are. So for the youths, it's not all about where you are. Some of them, it's all about what they've seen, what they've seen around them. Because the truth is that even some people who raise up family in overseas, they impact this stupidity. That's our leader always hammer on black man. They impart this stupidity into their own children too. except for those of them or those people who are really, really enlightened, who knows what freedom is what, and who understand, who have that, I don't know how to put it, but who really know what freedom is all about, you know? Because you see some people, even in diaspora, when they talk, you think these people are not normal. You know, you think they don't see anything in that diaspora that they are. That the cobwebs that these Fulani have used to wrap the brains of everybody in Nigeria, they brought it here and they refused to lose it. You know, so what am I trying to say is that Nigeria is a destiny killer, is a destiny destroyer, and sometimes you take that, they will kill your destiny, even when you manage to escape. That thing that they've put in you, to leave it to be a problem for you, because it's not like a phobia, you know. So, because you go to school, for the young people, I'm a graduate. I studied computer science in Lagos State University, and I graduated. And after graduation, I went and I learned networking. I learned networking. After networking, I went and I learned how to install CCTV, this camera installation. Okay, all those things I could not. I got. We were writing. I had some students. Should I say some of my classmates who we are trying to develop a company with in Nigeria. You know, after graduation, fellow computer scientists like me, like I myself, we are trying to develop a company that we can even use to empower youths, because you know some in the school they don't teach you nothing. You go to schools like Aptech and other schools to acquire some knowledge on networking and other things, or even Cisco, you know. So we had like, we are about 4 of us. We are doing this thing, and you know, MAZI, you know what stopped us? You know, we even had a company. We had the name of a company. We registered under CAC. You know what stopped us? You know, when we send a proposal to a company for a job, you know what they ask us? They ask us, who do we know? Where were we? It's not that I'm saying it. I was asked in Alausa, in Lagos State, you know, in the Lagos State government as in Alausa, a senior officer there asked me, who do you know? It's not all about what you know now. Do you understand? Yeah. The man read our proposal, he saw everything, and he was asking me, who do I know? Of course, you know I'm Igbo. So who do I know? Who do I know? I only wrote a proposal and I submitted it. You know, and then if you go to private individuals, when you explain to them, some of them, how these things work, they will tell you, where can we see the light to empower this thing? Even if we get the money and we put it in our houses, where can we see the light to empower it so that it will be functioning? Because if not, it's going to systematically, when you don't use it, it's going to get spoiled. You know? So many things like that. Nigeria is it. So we have to all, in one way or the other, the thing was not moving. We cannot see money to sustain anything we want to do. We want to buy some things, we don't have money to buy it. We want to buy something. So we just have to, you know, everybody just have to find their way. Very, very unfortunate, MAZI. Very, very, that was a dream killed. Dream of 4 young men. It was killed. You know, and we are all scattered now. I don't even know. One of us is in America. I don't know what he's doing here. I'm here in Italy. Doing non-menial jobs, you know. Not that we are working related to what we studied. We are all doing street works to survive. So do you see it now? So for the young graduate, every day Nigeria produces millions of graduates. Where are they going to work? At the end, when they suffer for 5 years, 6 years, they'll start looking. I know how many messages I used to get from friends from Nigeria who used to tell me, in fact, somebody just get wedded, not up to a year. And he was telling me, that guy, I want to leave. I want to leave out this country. I said, my brother, but you just got married 1 year. How can you leave a woman? He said, my brother, no time. No be down with the talk now. Hey, MAZI, in fact, Nigeria is a destiny destroyer. Anybody who stand up, whether you are young or old, who say is in Nigeria, then that person, I think that person, I don't know. Even psychiatric hospitals cannot help that person. That person is not supposed to exist as a human being. Thank you, MAZI, and God bless you for this wonderful topic. Nigeria has not done anything for anybody. It can never do anything for anybody.
Thank you, sir.
The only solution is to dissolve Nigeria and let people go their separate way and plan themselves and develop a country for themselves. You can't amend the broken glass. You can only melt it and rebuild it. Thank you very much, MAZI, and God bless you.
God bless you. All right. Thank you very much. I have another call coming in on the Principal Officer's line, same line. Let's take this one. Call on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, are you there? All right. You're not ready to talk. I'm going to have to remove you and bring somebody else. One more time, caller on principal officer's line. Are you there?
Hello, Mazi. Hello, woman. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, my name is Nkwachi Mezi. I'm calling from the Ghana National PRO. So I want to make some comment. The reason why we want to leave Nigeria is many. And number one reason is that, like my brother said now, Nigeria is a dream killer. Do you know that Nigeria, if you want to read, let me assume that you want to do engineer course, you go to university, that is your dream. That is what you want to become in life. They will change it. Art. You didn't do art. But when you go to university, they will change your course. You know, maybe you don't have money to pay for engineer course, they will change it. Why other countries, they encourage their young dreamers, you know, in the area that they specialize on. But in Nigeria, in university, they will destroy it. They will say, because you don't have 800,000 to pay for, you know, to lobby them, you will not study that course of your dream. That is Nigeria for you, dream killer. Then how can I be in a country that stay from month to month, you don't have electricity? Maza, are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. A country that will stay from month to month, they don't have electricity. And the leaders in that country, they don't bother. It doesn't disturb them. It's not even there. It's not even in their, how do they put it? It's even in their budget. I don't think that Nigeria used to put electricity in their budget. They don't consider their citizens having electricity. They will stay from month to month. Ordinary Cotonou, Benin Republic that they have boundary with, they have 24 hours electricity. Ghana, here we are. Since I came to Ghana, I used to say they never take their light. If they have any breakage, before you know it, 1 hour they will come and rectify it.
Yes.
But in Nigeria, they will stay for 60 years. They are now. They never have electricity. So how can I be happy to be in Nigeria? In Nigeria, that a graduate will graduate from school, they will not employ him. Rather, they will go to white man country. Like all the road they are building in Nigeria, are you telling that there is no engineers that study that can build those roads or bridges they are building? But like what Ahmad Bello said, that instead he will give an Igbo man job, because they know that Biafrans are the ones that are qualified to handle those contracts or those jobs. But they said instead they will give a job to a Biafra, is rather they give it to a white man. And that is what they are doing. And that is why they are not progressing. So, MAZI is many. There are many things that, even when I remember about Nigeria, I'm so angry. It's not that the place we are enjoying. We are not enjoying, but how can we go back? When you go back, they see it because you have a deadlock, they kill you. They see that you dress well, they kill you. Oh God, there are many. MAZI, please, I don't want to continue. I want to make the announcement. We have a meeting. We have a meeting on Sunday. Please, IPOB in Ghana, please, I want to announce to us. We know that ending of, in fact, every last Sunday of every month is our general meeting. Please, if you're in Ghana, mostly IPOB here in Ghana, please, on Sunday is our general meeting. You know our venue. If you don't know the venue, please let me drop my number so that you can call me. Maybe if you want to join, if you want to support what we are doing, if you want to support ESN on what they are doing, you can come to the meeting and, you know, air your view or support the good work there, because they are doing a very wonderful job. You can come and support us. Let me call my number. My number is 023 85666164. If you're in Ghana, you want to join IPOB, you never join, call this number 023 85666164. MAZI, what we know is that Nigeria must be divided, whether they like it or not. All we need is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Thank you very much for picking my call. Thank you, sir.
All right, God bless. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. There is nothing anybody can do. Like I said before, they're so numerous for you to say, because you discover that you don't really have a country called Nigeria. Just somebody just came there and put all of you together, and then trying to make ends meet. And a lot of people, like I tried to explain, they don't have any other testing of any other thing. So for them, the shit that they are in that is smelling, they are not smelling it until they step out. When they step out, then that's when they'll be able to know that they've been in hell all through. All right, I have a call coming in on signal on private line. Let's take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
It's Rabbi Shas calling from my location. Good day, sir.
Welcome to the program.
MAZI. Yes, this your topic just turned everything around in my system. I said, let me call and add my voice because I don't know where to start. But before I go on, let me greet Biafrans around the world. Friends of Biafra, freedom lovers, I salute you. Our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, I salute you, His Excellency. MAZI I Peters, the greatest place where you will see the talent of Biafran being kept is in the burial ground. It's in the graveyard. Now every of the Biafrans, present and the past heroes, all their talents, all their giftings that Elohim endowed us with. Some of us passed and went to the grave without bringing it out. And we are about to. Our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, foresaw it and said, if we continue like this, we are finished. And he summoned up courage, obeyed the call, and came out in order to set us free. Here, a scientist, a computer scientist, telling us that he did everything possible. Do you know what they paid for? Do you know what they paid for those that specializes in mounting CCTV here in Western world? They are the people that get the money. They are the people. CCTV is used to control traffic, crime, and so many things. So many things. Yes. You can, if you have CCTV, you will curtail the use of so many security personnel. Yeah. And control maybe 15 checkpoints, point of exit and point of entries. You see, there are a lot of talk of traffic lights. I have somebody in my family who is a guru in traffic lights and installation and everything. He's in America. Actually, somebody went to consult him to come and do it in Nigeria for the zoo. He came and the Fulani squashed it. And he left in anger. He couldn't do it. Are we talking of talented sports people, personnel from that zoo? Nigeria killed all of them because the Fulanis cannot do sports. They are not physically fit enough. I don't know how God wired them. I don't know who created them. But when you talk of sports, everything that has to do with sports in that contraption, take it to the south, the Yorubas, the southwest and southeast. They're the one that are making the name of the zoo to come out in the public light. Are you talking of modeling? Modeling. The most beautiful people in that contraption are the southwest people and the southeast. From the Yoruba extraction, from the Biafran extraction, and Middle Belt as well. They are doing well. But because the zoo, the evil ruling that place will not let your star come out. How can you explain to me a man that just got married? If you get married newly, you will lose nothing. If they offer you 10 million to leave your wife for another country, you wouldn't. But look at that, only in the zoo that you can get married today and you will want to flee, because if you spend time with your wife, at a time you will not be having sufficient fun to take care of your wife, and that will call for disrespect and so many things. So there is a saying in Igbo adage, you see to that, and the man and so many of us will run because we cannot understand why all of a sudden your beloved wife, the one you love so much, we now ask you, darling, can I get 5,000 for this and that? You say, I don't have money. If you tell her this once or twice, she will start looking at you differently. And this is what Nigeria made so many of our people to flee from that place. Are we talking of electricity, constant electricity? Look at the next door neighbor, Benin Republic, and go further. If you go to Ghana, they have constant electricity. Benin Republic, constant electricity. Even Botswana, you can never see darkness in Botswana, day and night. Namibia the same. South Africa, the giant. You can't compare South Africa with Nigeria. It's an insult to South Africa. Can you believe that? And somebody is trying to tell you that Nigeria is good for you, that spending and Spending your life in Nigeria will be the best thing. Shame on you, Allen Onyema.
Thank you so much. Honestly, you know, this lies that was being told about Cotonou in those days was like Emerson and Njoba or Bulumenana. They say, oh, Nigeria that gives Cotonou light. I say, go and sit down. You don't give what you don't have. They're not giving them bullshit. Those people are managing themselves. In the 70s, believe me sincerely, my music took me to Cameroon. Cameroon was already out there. Cameroon, small Cameroon. They already had in the stadium where we performed, they call it Starakwa in Douala. There's electricity in the stadium. I'm talking about, you know, they were playing night soccer. This was something that we never had in the zoo. We don't even have them till now. So when Port Cotonou, they are managing their resources and getting themselves like that, oh, you know, it's Nigeria that supply light to Cotonou. Ashe. They're not supplying nothing. I beg it. Make we hear something. Let's take a call. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here. It's your brother August calling from my location.
Mazi,
I salute you. I salute our leader, Biafra Soldat. Mazi, quick one. Any idiot who said he wants to be in Nigeria, do you know that in a country where we are, even in Europe, the citizens come out to protest for their rights if their government is failing. A young lady come out to protest for her rights at the age of 17. She was pregnant and thrown to jail. And she was given birth in a prison. And you know what Nigeria do to her? They have to bail her for 10 million. They are demanding 10 million to bail a girl who come out to protest for her rights. It's in the news. It's everywhere. This is the one Nigeria Philip wants us to stay. A lady a small girl who is protesting for her right was given a birth in a prison. May God punish Nigeria and punish whoever wants us to stay in Nigeria. A lady was given in Europe here. Can you put a lady in a prison that come to protest for her right? And she stayed there and get and have a baby, and then the judge is demanding 10 million to bail her. May God punish Nigeria and punish who created Nigeria. Oh no, we're not in Nigeria. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. So many things. I know even calling the word Nigeria alone turns your stomach. It turns your stomach, your system upside down. You know, in the 80s or the 70s or early 80s, there were this cry of Onyeche Mwa or Biawa here. You know, you go to Europe or America to have a child. What they're trying to do was to create a citizen that will probably help the family later in life. But you have a country. Some people say, oh, they are doing it because of the hospital. No, that's not that. It is not that, absolutely not. Because these people that were coming here are people who could afford anything to pay any kind of bill. But you know something, they wanted to have a citizen within his children. Because they already saw that there's evil thriving in that place called Nigeria, and that's what they are doing. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, MAZI IPS.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. I'm calling from Ghana. I hear from Nsuka. Please, yes, sir. There's nothing to talk good about the zoo. I don't know. I will know that. How can I be in a country? First of all, the foundation is faulty from the beginning. The foundation is faulty from the beginning. How can I be in a country where those who have the talent can never do anything? They will waste the talents of many souls. How can I be in a country where few people will be wasting the economy of the country for their own selfish interests, while the 80% are suffering? How can I be in a country where corruption, even those who are on top can never obey the rule of law, but the masses are the one to suffer? How can I be in a country where all those who call themselves the leaders are the one that is committing the worst crime in the whole world, scammering everybody in the country. It's too bad. There's nothing. What every sector are corrupt. Every sector are bad. So there's no way. The only option is let everybody go on their own way, because I can never be in a country where a country that was formed by a human being like me. It means that I'm a slave to them till tomorrow. So I should go back to where I'm originally, the indigenous. Thank you, MAZI. Hi, Peters. Shalom.
Shalom. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. It looks like my account has been hacked on Facebook, so somebody's trying to inform me about that. But I don't know what they need to hack accounts for. What are they going to do with it? I don't really understand it, honestly. All right. My brother that has just sent me, somebody just sent me an inbox to inform me about it. I'm going to look at it at the end of the program and see whatever that can be done with it. I don't really know why they need to do that anyway. There's no money in the account for you to withdraw. If I go on the old school, there are things that we see and we don't really take it seriously. But eventually, for you young people that are always on social media, it means a lot to you. They want to hack. Somebody just sent me something. Says he received a message yesterday that they want requesting for him to be my friend on Facebook, and he's been with me for God knows how long, and they're still doing that. So I don't really know what they're doing. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Welcome to the program. Yes, loud and clear, sir.
Okay, my name is Frank Amba. I'm calling from Trondheim, Norway, precisely. Thank you, my brother, for the good work and today's lecture from you. It's very, very, can I say, very touching and all those stuff. But we must continue. There is something I want to say about all these things. You know, our leader has opened our eyes. He has made us at least to research, dig deeper inside things. The North, I want to comment about the North, the people claiming that they use their granite oil or granite, whatever, to build the refineries. My brother, if you watch it, the hatred Ahmed Bello had will never even allow that man to use his money and northern money to build anything down. Probably that period, it was used to develop the northern side. And if you recall, that period was the period when they were dealing with regions and all those things.
Yes.
While they were doing that, because I did some research, probably if you check it out, those living in America, you will hear the name of this the Otto consulting firm.
Yes.
They were the one Azikiwe brought. Sorry to say that, Nnamdi Azikiwe brought them down in the eastern region. They were used. They are the ones that handled the economy in eastern region. They were directing, you know, they were consulting firm. We had that time. They were using that period to all those great work he was doing. Later, another man by this in Samoti used them too. Later to Lewa, who headed the civil service and all those things. Their money the money from the northern side weren't touched at all. You know, all these things, all these development, all these things they are talking. The problem we have that today is our leaders. Some of our leaders, when they have the opportunity to go and recruit all these lies, these people are trotting out. When they get the opportunity, they start saying nonsense. If at all these northern elders will come to Channel TV and voice out all this nonsense without our own going there and telling them, no, this is not right. They will not do it. It's only the concern about the sense. I saw this idiot. Sometime, I don't know if you saw him, this idiot parading himself as Buhari. He made one comment, no government in the world will say that there's no job for youth. I don't know if you saw the video clip.
No.
And can you see a president coming out and saying you can even have the best result in the world, but there's no job. All the federal this thing is been occupied. What a useless and idiotic president. People are there going inside that place to create job for you, but you went in there. You that promised the youth this and that. You came out and said there's no job for the youth. What an arrant nonsense. What hope are you giving to those youths going to the school? You are just telling them not to go to school. This is a plan, a deliberate act, just to cage everybody. And tomorrow somebody will come and tell me, oh, this is one Nigeria, this is our country, don't disappear. Why should I live in the same country with them? You know, all the time, the only thing, if you watch the way things are working in that place, any day you see a Biafran goes to that news or anybody that is sensible goes to Channel TV to challenge them, everywhere will be quiet. Yeah. Some weeks ago, there's this man that was Amba or something that challenged all of them in channels. That guy that started, I don't believe in IPOD, I don't support them, but he watched all of them. They never said anything. That guy finished all of them. But once they give all these northern leaders a chance to come, they will put out lies and all those things. And people tend to believe that because our leaders are so docile. If not for them, they come. Believe me, brother, all of us will be dead by now. Nice. Anyway, without watching most time, my brother, I still want to remind people, I don't have all the much information about that because I'm at work. I just listen to you and I feel like I'll have to contribute. So, but this coming Saturday, no way we are going to have our launching. The time would be 4 p.m. here in Norwegian time. And we urge you people to join us. Anybody from Norway, once you're around, please try and join us through Zoom. I'm sorry, like I said, I do not have all the information that I have, but I'm trying to say this. I will be sending the information later and all those things. I've been calling the numbers. I don't have them offhand. No way, this Saturday, please try and join us and contribute. My brother, thank you very much, and I appreciate your work. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is MAZI Peters. The number is 6469204541845 3447984 plus 19294069953. I have a call on private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Good morning, Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm a native of Ijago, Biafra land. I greet my leader, our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, for a time like this. Yes, about the topic this morning. You see this group called Fulanis. That people, they are the people meeting those people like Onyema, like Iwanyanwu, picking some foolish elder and Igbo people to denounce IPOB. They are the people working it. Because they said they will not allow you to control your own future. Elders, or maybe they are slaves, they give the opportunity to steal and they make money, like Iwanyanwu of them. They are doing this thing not knowing they are killing themselves. Only when they understand that they are killing themselves. Because when your people are killing or cheating, you are also going to kill when the time reach. Then what is the problem? What are you going to gain if your people are slaves? As we are in Nigeria today, we are slaves. You may get the whole money in the whole world, but you are slave. That money has no meaning. So what am I saying? Any of these idiots, like Ike Pelemado, like Ojos Okalo them, Nite them, all these slave governors, they are feeling that they are cheating Nnamdi Kanu. That's the worst thing. They don't know they are killing their generation. How long will it take these people to understand what is going to happen to them? The Fulani will come out and say anything. They say it without minding anybody. And nobody will challenge them. Have anybody come up and said, Fulani, how do you own Nigeria? Let us start that one. Let us forget everything. Fulani, who gave you Nigeria? Let it be a case on table. Nobody is saying it. But Fulani can come up and say anything. Gumi can go and meet Obasanjo in Otta Farm and told Obasanjo what to say. And Obasanjo will come out and say it. He will run to any other place, come and tell any of them, because they know their stooges all over the whole place. Going to them one by one, through phone and physical. And they are coming and denouncing the only group that is saying the truth. Tell me where that place, that very place you call country, where is going. The only solution in Nigeria is to divide Nigeria. Anything less than that is just wasting time and deceiving those they can deceive.
No.
Nigeria is hellfire for any other person except Fulanis until they understand that, or else they will continue.
Please enter your password.
It's made for criminality to live inside. Thank you very much.
No. All hail Biafra. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. All right, at this juncture, I have to take a very, very short break, as short as possible, and I'll be back with you. Stay tuned. Don't go away.
Leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is a Madike, MAZI Namdekanu. One, cannot be two. Sunlight production. Show face on the microphone. Shalom Israel. Shalom Muchineke. We are getting there. It's a matter of time. Shalom. Bosom. You know me say I go say my right for you, Nigeria. Bosom. You know me say I don't know myself again. Yeah. The love I have for Biafra has taken over my heart. It's burning like fire. Biafra is my heart desire. I want her like Messiah. Namdekanu is Messiah. My love, oh. I'm ready to do anything for you, my love. I'm ready to do everything for you, my love. I will make you my canton. I will make you my cashier. Just be patient, my love. Oh, oh, oh. Be patient, my love. Oh, be patient, my dear. Be patient, never relent. Just remain resolute. Biafra, they come. I want to go full. I have a package for you. Yeah, go manage again. Be patient, my love. Biafra is the hope. Be patient, never relent. Biafra is the hope. Biafra, they come. I want to go full. Go package forever. Go manage again. Awesome. A lot of people could not pay their house rent again in Nigeria. Awesome. A lot of people could not feed their children again here in Nigeria. Awesome. A lot of people could not fuel their cars again and buy their car again. Awesome. A lot of people could not eat food again. For this government, prosperity in Nigeria is not genuine. That's the reason why the masses are suffering. More they are dying, more politicians are going higher. Prosperity in Nigeria is all about evil. Homo Biafra, Homo Chukwu Wabiama. We are entitled to fight this evil. Let's come together and support our supreme leader and crumble this evil. Go Nigeria. Be patient, my love. Be patient, never relent. Biafra, I want to go.
All right, back again on seat. Let's start taking the calls again. I have a call on Signal. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon. I'm calling from the zoo. My name is Kelechi.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, the only people that would tell you that will come and say they have benefited anything from the zoo is those people that was Rike help their father, their uncles, their auntie to rig election. And they won as a governor, a senator, local government chairman. That is the only families that still want Nigeria. Apart from those criminals and those who are benefiting from that, there is nobody from the Biafran part of Nigeria that will say they have benefited anything from the zoo. Nothing. Is it road? Is it water? Is it health? Is it education? Is it job? It's uncountable. And the reason why some of us are agitating for Biafra is that we want a country whereby you wake up in the morning, Mazi. You want to walk. In Nigeria is the only country in the world you see people that want to walk. They don't even see the work to do. And we don't want to belong to such country. A country that you will be going on the street, police will pick you up for no reason and lock you up and take you to court. They will throw you to prison. 7 years, you are still waiting trial. For no crime, for no reason. We don't want to belong in that kind of country. And there are many reasons, Mazi. It's uncountable. If people begin to tell you the reason why they don't want to be identified with the zoo again, you will be astonished. If this is the country that you will carry their passport and get to any airport in the world, they will search you separately. They will separate you from others and keep you, screen you again and again and again because you have their passport. In that country doesn't, nobody want to be a Nigerian. Nobody. Please, before I drop, I saw something on Facebook. It's our leader coming on air this evening. I saw that on Facebook. I think I seen it.
On Facebook,
so
right?
Please.
Okay.
I saw it on Facebook.
I am not. Did you go to his website? Go to his page and see if it is in his page. Then it means he's coming.
I didn't see it on his page.
No, if you don't see it on his page, then I'm not sure he's coming. I'm not sure. I have no information towards that. But normally, when you see things like that, go to his page because if he's going to do it, he's going to be on his page. All right. People are so eager. People are so eager to. Thank you very much for your call. People are so eager to know that for him to talk. problem. So everybody's angry. I have no information prior to whether it's coming on air today or not. But I think the best way to do is what I have just said. If you come across it on Facebook, go to his page. If he's really coming, I'm sure it's going to be on his page. That's the best way to find out whether it is correct or not. Besides that, the bloggers people are just doing things for you to read what they are writing. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 64692045441. We're talking about what Nigeria has done for you. What has Nigeria ever done for you? Why do you want to be free? That's the topic that we're dealing on today. That doesn't stop that. Doesn't mean that we cannot go into other things. We're going to talk about other things too. You know, like I said before, I've already said it before. The country is, people have said it's a dream killer. That is the truth. There are people who were wise. I wouldn't take the credit, but out of God's Chukwokike Abiyama. Some of us saw these things early, very, very early. You know, because for me, when I was growing up, I was looking at the wealth. The wealth in Nigeria, the richness in Nigeria was like a balloon. You know what they call a balloon? When you blow, it's so big, and you think it's something. I was a slight pin on it, boom, and it goes, and you will not even see the pieces. That's exactly how it is. People started growing. I was in Port Harcourt. I grew up, played my music in Port Harcourt. That's where I was, and I see people. I watch people grow. People go to the wharf, they are clearing agents, they are making so much money and all that. In fact, there was something we call carton money in those days in Port Harcourt, you know, during the abandoned property issue. Government was throwing money up and down. But when you look at the economy of the country, countries that were spending money like that, I don't know, you know, is unaccounted for. In those days, Nigerians, even in London, I remember a story in London. I was there. Not that they told me. After Festac was 77. I first visited London in 1979. I was there. There was a popular news then that a Nigerian left I think 500, is it either 500,000 pounds or something like that in a taxi cab. It was all over the news. It was this money. Where does it come from? Nobody was accounting for it. Basically, the country was doomed to be useless. Nigerian money was like, and it had value at the time. It had serious value, because if you go to some part of London, they were selling electronics and things. You take Naira there, they will take Naira from you. They were happy to even have your Naira. Then we were here watching, we came to this country. I remember in 42nd Street, there was a very big signboard in 42nd Street where the Arabs were selling electronics. You see there, welcome Nigerians. But were unaccounted for. Unaccounted. I'm telling you honestly. You go in there and you ask them a question at that time. Why welcoming Nigerians? Oh, these are the only people that come here without credit card. They come here with cash. They buy whatever they want to buy. They were bastardizing the money. Money was losing value at a terrible speed. At that time, just take your school paper, go to Central Bank in Nigeria, give them Naira, and they give you a dollar equivalent. It used to be Bank of America here at that time. When we came to this country with 13,000, 14,000 pounds, dollars, your own money. This money was not being accounted for. It was being thrown left, right, and center. So eventually, that's what has brought us to where we are today. And for those who saw it at that time, you were enjoying it, but no, it was a balloon wealth, global. I have a call on a straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ike from here.
Welcome to your program.
This is Robert calling from my location.
There.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the good work you're doing for Biafra, for your fatherland. Anybody who starts to talk about that devil's enclave called Nigeria, my brother, 2 days, the whole year will pass and one has not finished. The thing there is, the problem, those ones you see that are at home, that are claiming they are Nigerians, they have not seen anything good in their life. Yes. That's why for them, whatever they see, they believe it is still okay. But for those of us who are living outside, my brother, I have lived more than 20 years in my location here. The light has never shaked for 1 minute. Yeah. You can imagine what it means. And somebody will be living in that dungeon, telling you that the money that was used to build the refinery, I even trained those that came from the southeast was their money. And they begin to ask, they use their money to train people, and you are illiterate.
That's careful.
My brother, Mr. Ike, there is an information I want to pass because, our leader has developed our critical thinking capacity, because I called the East and they told me that they are doing this census of the thing. And in Imo State, precisely, and they said that every autonomous community is now meant to take care of those who the government have sent to come and do the census. That they will every autonomous community will house them, will feed them, probably take care of their transport for the time they will be there. Then I begin to ask, is census not the thing of the so-called federal government? Did they give East another treatment and then give the North another treatment? Even the North that the Boko Haram has ravaged, are you sure that they are still going to count? Because why I'm saying this thing is, we have to think of whatever that is happening in our land by now. Because what is even the reason of coming to count people? Is it not for them to know how many people they want to kill? Now that even that their minister is a terrorist. So we have to think about all these things and then tell our people to look into what these terrorists have come to do. Because at this critical time for them to come in to do the census, nobody knows what is in their mind. And our people should be very careful with these people because they mean no good for us. So that's the information I want to pass because whatever they are coming to do in our land this time around, every step of theirs is suspicious. You know, telling the autonomous community to take care of those who are now. You begin to ask, what is even the need for the census? Does Nigeria know the number of its citizens?
Are they trying to have a census again? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what they told me. I called. They said those who are coming from the census that the Sariki government, Sariki of Imo State, you know, in Imo State, they said that every autonomous community will take care of those census workers in the autonomous community. They will feed them, they will house them. Within the time being, they will be there. Then I begin to ask, is it now the duty of the autonomous community to take care of those who are working for the federal government? And what is the motive? What does that census bring for us? Because we're in a critical time. We have to be very careful with everything that the Janjaweed brings in our land.
Yeah.
So I will advise that our people look into it, and that you'll be looking into it and know what is happening there.
Thank you.
Yes, my brother. Thank you very much for picking my call. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Everything that they do now is suspicious, actually. But census, I'm wondering what are they going to do with? I thought that census has specific years that they do it. You just don't wake up and order census. But you know, the zoo being what it is, anything goes in the zoo. Anything. This morning we're talking about why. What has Nigeria done for any of us? What? For me, I said mine, nothing. The word is just nothing. Maybe the air. Maybe I can congratulate them for breathing the air, even though the air itself is polluted too, but at least they gave me life. They meant to breathe. That's all. Because you're on your own as soon as you're born there. Like I said, parents are beginning, even in the 80s up till now as we speak. There was a time it became fashionable as soon as they get pregnant, when they're like 6-7 months old on pregnancy. They moved to the United States, to London, to somewhere in Europe, just to make sure that the child owns our citizenship. Because that's what it's like when you give birth to a child in prison. Well, giving birth to a child in Nigeria at that time, for people, a lot of people, like, you know, our country, my cousin, my nephew once asked me a question because my elder sister got wedded in London. They were living in London at the time, and the first daughter was born in London, and him being the next was born in Lagos. So he's in the United States anyway, he's a grown man now. And he keeps asking me at that time, but why didn't mommy just wait for another 1 month to give birth to me in London? And she just came to Lagos and gave birth to me. But fortunately, he's a US citizen as we speak. But at least at the mind of a child, that's the way he was thinking at the time. The sister was already born in London. She already a British citizen. And then a couple of months he was supposed to come in. But lo and behold, they traveled back to Lagos and he was born in Lagos. So the question. So most parents, that's what they did. They're just trying to give their children a leeway, a headway. Nobody says that born a child in Europe is going to make him great. No. At least to give him a leeway. Honestly speaking, it will. It will. Because where you are born is a useless place. If you're born in a country where things work, why do you need to go out to go have a child somewhere else? You'll be very proud that your child is born. But that green passport, my goodness me. There was one American passport that was, I think it was a celebrated passport. The color was changed to green because it was a special edition. I had it at that time. And when you are going through the airport, you know, the people are watching. When they see the green passport in your hand, they pull you over to one side. So eventually, the person that was directing the traffic is like, you go here, you go to the next officer, thought I was carrying a Nigerian passport because it was a green passport. It was a US passport actually, but it was special edition. It was green. I think it lasted I lost mine. No, when mine expired, I went in and they gave me the same original color. So now pointed, as soon as he looked at the passport, I showed him the passport. He said, no, not there. Go to the other side. So it's like they're directing us, because that passport itself, that green passport, is bad luck. A comedian was saying it something, and we were laughing over it, but it was not a joke. He said they went to, I think, Dubai or somewhere, and they were passing people, and then when it got to his turn, the man said, just wait over there. And he kept passing people, and he was like, why do you have to keep me here and ask everybody to pass? So he went to the officer and brought out his passport and said, I've been standing here since, and you've been passing. And the man said, if you don't take that thing out of my face, you will regret it. That thing, Nigerian passport is that thing. So that is part of the reason why I want. If you don't travel, like I said, there are a lot of people who, for them, they have not gone out of Nigeria, so they have not tested freedom at all. They are there, that's where they are. They don't give them light. They go buy a small generator past my neighbor, and he will be bluffing with it. You know, there was a time that generator was sold for about 10,000 naira, thereabout. Go buy it, make noise with it, put it in the corridor, because the neighbor doesn't have anyone. And meanwhile, they're living face me, I face you. So all over the corridor, there are generators, and people are sleeping in those, under the environment. You don't want that, honestly. The light, everything. Jonathan came into office. People were writing something about what he should do. And, you know, I was living in the zoo at the time. I was there, not that I was living there. I was just there temporarily at the time. And I wrote something on Facebook. I said to Jonathan, what I said, believe me, was, go to your room, take the biblical quotation where it says, God created the world, and God said, let there be light. And the whole world saw the light. Jonathan, write it on your bed. Put it on your bedside. Put it on your roof of your house. Put it across. Tell Madame to wake you up, everyone, and say, let there be light. When we say let there be light, we are not talking about electricity. We are talking about, because light, for us, they called it light, quote and unquote, L-I-G-H-T, maybe small letter. But when you say light on a capital letter, it means you're talking about development. You're talking about enlightenment. You're talking about everything. How can you run a country without a light, without electricity? There was a song that I wrote that I never even sang the song. It said, country will not get light, it be like person will not get blood. You know, I gave it out to somebody. I said, go record this. Talk about it, because these are the things that you need. A country that has no light. You know, when you go to the hospital today and you're sick, they want to check your blood. They want to see your blood. They take your blood. They want to read. Nigeria has no blood without light. How can you survive? Electricity that we take for granted everywhere we go is such a big thing, because I did try it in the zoo, and I found out that a country, they have not even started. I've said this on this program before. When I first came to this country, I said it. There was a university professor that was coming in. The class was noisy, was about to come in. So on the wall, there's a switch. He turned it off and on just to alert us that he was there. And then he went in and he said something, that any country where one person can turn off the light and bring it back or not, it's not ready for development. I smiled. This in Nigeria, Yoruba guy that was in the class, he looked at me and we smiled about it. Because it's a common thing in our place. It's not. They know the value of electricity. Power. That's what they call it. They call it power, and that's exactly what it is. So we live in a dark, dark, dark world. And we want to get out. We want to come out. Like the Pluto, the man in the cave. You know, the man who stays in the cave and never saw the light before. The day he came out, he wants to run back into the cave, because what he saw is something he never believed. That is light, electricity, power, nature. Nature is there to give us power. Don't keep us in that darkness, and that darkness is exactly what we are trying to be. The freedom we are striving for is freedom to be free, freedom to be ourselves, to be whatever we want to be. Because you can't do anything in the dark. That's why you need a candle light. When you wake up, there's no light in the house. You need to put on the light for you to be able to see your way through. Besides that, you live in the darkness that is there. The darkness has been there with us. Nigeria has not helped any of us. It has not been helpful to us in any shape or form. That is why we want to be free. That is why I want to be free. I don't know why I want to be free. Let's keep this conversation going tomorrow when we come back on air. From me, it's goodbye. From here, MAZI Alozie is coming in. Radio Biafra USA 1 is coming in a minute after now. And stay tuned. Please don't go away. And let me keep reminding you, very important, that Biafra to us is our religion. And Radio Biafra is where we worship. From here, from me, it's goodbye. See you again tomorrow, same time.
In Biafra lies our religion, the last hope we have is in Biafran restoration. I believe. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukukiki Abiyama, let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukukiki Abiyama, let your kingdom come. Lord, save our nation from the evil Britain. There will we sing and dance for the world to know you, our God. I believe. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukukike Abiyamra, let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukukike Abiyamra, let your kingdom come.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio, Radio Biafra, the first and the last.